Okay, in this chapter, in this tutorial, let's understand everything about fonts. So I'm going into Home tab and Fonts. The first thing you will notice is the name Arial here. Now this is called as the font style. When you click this drop down button, you have different fonts here. So what you can do is you can actually select the data and click the drop down and say Calibri, which is the default font in Excel. But because I'm using Myope, the Myope's default font is Arial. So I can change whichever font I want. Now this is a font size. So I will select this and make this something like 14. So it will just increase the font size. So this is the font style and this is the font size. And these are called as bold, italic, and underline. Let's examine each one of them. So I will change this back to Arial. And if you know what font style you want, you don't have to go all the way down here looking for each one of them. You can just simply type. If I want Times New Roman, then I can say Times New Roman, which is Excel 2003 format or font style, default font style. But nowadays everyone is using Calibri. So I'll change it to Calibri. I will change this to 11. Okay, now let's look at this one, B. B is nothing but you want to bold something. So if I click B, that will bold the text. And this one, I, is italic. So you click italic, you see this will change. You will also notice that as you hover the mouse, when you just hover the mouse, don't click anything, you see that bold, Control B. And now that's a keyboard shortcut. Instead of clicking this, you can either click Control B on your keyboard. It will do the same function. And throughout Excel, it will give you those options, those shortcut options, whenever there is a shortcut option available. Like I is nothing but Control I. U is nothing but Control U. So if you want to underline something, it is Control U. So if you notice, this is bold, this is italic, and this is underline, right? Right. Now let's look at the color of cells. So these are all just in white color. What I want to do is for gross profit, I want that to stand out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this cell with yellow. You see, it just stands out. Operating profit, I want to color this as green. And net profit, I want to color this as orange. It's all the presentation style, how you want to present it. So it just looks nice and neat instead of plain and bland, and this will drag the attention to that particular cell. Now, sometimes we also want to color the text within that cell. So the way you do it is you select that cell and go to this A icon here. So click that one and say something like, red. That's my gross profit. And net profit, something like green. So it just stands out. And if you want to bold it, you can bold it, right? So this is just the presentation style. So this is the font. This is the font size. You can bold it. You can italic. You can put an underline, put some colors to the text and colors to the cell. Now these are nothing but if you want to increase the font size, you can go just like that. You notice here it will just go by 2, 16, 18, or you can just simply do as 20, or you want to decrease the font size, go 8. So if you see 20, you can see that because the cell height is small, it's not showing. So whereas when you increase the cell size or cell height, it will show you the full font size of 20. Okay, so this is the font size. So what I recommend is to play with it, understand each one of them, spend considerable time on it, because it's all at the end of the day how you present the information. The nicer way you present it, the nicer professional look you will get on your reports.